Before you watch this video, I have to tell you, I got a new colored Mr. Ingress shirt. This video is about to be scientific nonsense, which I'm gonna explain later. Actually, no, I'm not gonna be explaining it. My genius scientific friend, Dr. George I Smiverines is going to be explaining this. I think he's coming. Here he is. I think the comes. Hello, my name is Mr. George I Smiverines, and I am going to show you about the new human species that has been made. Here it is. Sorry, I was talking in my disguising voice because I don't want, never know when you have your identity secret, but here it is. The dial male species. Our first subject of the dial male species is the top. We're going to start from the top to the bottom. So the first subject of the dial male species is its skull face, mainly. The skull, basically, guys might think it's alienish, but you will never know, because the dial male species skull has not just 2 eyes, it has 4 eyes, but you can't see the other 2, because the 2 eyes are actually hidden under the nose, but technically it sees the smell. Those 2 others will see the smell. It'll contact it quicker than the male or female species nose would smell. So our next thing on the bottom, we're going downer now because, well, you guys might think the human body has like 640-ish bones, but the dial male species has 1 extra bone that's very important to its species to keep it remaining alive. It is called the Morg atherensis apericus bone. Here's why it's so important. It's sort of similar to the female species, which their breasts, as inappropriate people may call boobs, but the boobs on here are actually called the hypothermaxis breast, because the Morg atherensis apericus bone has 2 things stored inside here that has the thing connected to the things which reproduce milk, and it'll transport the hypothermaxis breast to feed its child. Because the bone has a big empty space which can reproduce milk into the storage of the dial male species. Our next downward is the food stomach of the dial male species. The dial male species food stomach is very different than the male or the female. The food storage is actually connected to the heart because the food requires energy to keep the heart going. And as you can see, the kidneys are connected to the food storage too, because they need that to fill. The kidneys are actually used to help fill up the bladder, which I forgot to connect the kidneys to the bladder to help get the waste out, the liquid waste out of the masculine tube. When you guys heard me say masculine tube, I mean the male organ that's between the legs, because I just don't feel like saying it. But unfortunately, the masculine tube of the dial male species is a little bit different than the male. The dial male species masculine tube does not have a scrotum, because basically the bladder is technically the scrotum of the dial male species. It basically helps release the liquid waste out of the masculine tube. You guys are probably asking, what is the voice of the dial male? The voice is very hard to explain and hard to describe, but the dial male species can talk if it's out correctly out of the woman's womb. If the feet are out first, it cannot talk. If the head is out first, it will talk, but it has to be out in less than 10 seconds or cannot talk at all. And that is the Down male species, my friends. And I'll pass it on to the original maker of the movie. And I hope you like the scientific terms of the Down male species, and so watch more of my videos, and that's it. Goodbye.